Yeah, I said it before, I said it again. Put it in the air, you're gonna get what you get. So put it in the air. This is a message from a lonely man. Ride for the Holy Lands, messing with a guy like me. I don't understand kindness for weakness. Never was the plan. A Guinea in the city who got hands, a ladies' man. Sprayed up the block today, real street sweep away. My guns Bangkok, impact like Cassius Clay. Started out a stagehand, now I'm making power plays. Kiss the skin untanned, waxed off castaway. Sounds of Sea Lance in Thailand. Smoke a J, showcase my skills with no delay. Take the camera, put it in my face, then back away. Let's go overseas, have a holiday. Females on display, bottles of Belvedere, Duval, Roy, Rosé. Doing it my way, success I parlay. Put it all on red, hit the highway. Stop staring at me sideways. This is my money, do or die, as a Cavassier. Stop for this moment in time and get your hands up. Grind till the wheels fall off, get your bands up. If you ain't ready to rock, change your plans up. Stay in your lane, count your paper, watch it stack up. Stop for this moment in time and get your hands up. Grind till the wheels fall off, get your bands up. If you ain't ready to rock, change your plans up. Stay in your lane, count your paper, watch it stack up.
Yeah, we look at life from a different view. No doubt, far from few, filthy skyscraper types. Ish, Lance, come on. What up? Yo, whoever thought I'd be this gifted? Escape felonies, painting pictures. Hustling on the court, Mr. Painting Pritch. Play around the world cause I'm King Richard. Shoot on the spot cause I grew up different. Prophecy, language, money over position. Sipping sake up in Bangkok. Sex on the beach, head of mountaintops. Nothing but fresh air, so we gotta smoke. Every move impeccable like dinner jokes. The lost poet, never like strangers. Bosses at my table, we eat dangerous. See Lance in the cut, yeah, we money makers. Leave all them crumbs for them haters. A gangster and a gentleman, no loose ends. Creme de la creme, ball above the rim, ball above the rim.
Stop for this moment in time and get your hands up. Grind till the wheels fall off, get your bands up. If you ain't ready to rock, change your plans up. Stay in your lane, count your paper, watch it stack up. Stop for this moment in time and get your hands up. Grind till the wheels fall off, get your bands up. If you ain't ready to rock, change your plans up. Stay in your lane, count your paper, watch it stack up.
If the work ain't skilling up, get your measure straight. Once your foot on the gas, you cannot hesitate. I know you can't tell the prime that I'm in. All about grind, design, and timing. If the work ain't skilling up, get your measure straight. Once your foot on the gas, you cannot hesitate. I know you can't tell the prime that I'm in. All about grind, design, and timing.
Smack rappers like that URL clips. While you sitting at home watching URL clips, I'ma double back at Harvard like that URL clip. Bet these rappers get ruffled every second I smell chips. Get green like a Celtic. Volcanic how I hit the booth and I melt shit. Stunting no evil Knievel. Blood of a king. So every bar spiritually regal. Take y'all to church, no cathedral. Pen poison tip like a needle. Paint you a pic with no easel. Rappers quick to mislead you. On game try to G you. Not for the weak or the feeble. Stomping is concrete, so it's easy to get my seeds through. Cause say I'm a lyrical contortionist. Killing these kids, here's the abortions list. With this mic in my hand, it's like I got a poker. Smile on my face, something like the Joker. Smack your chick in the face, she love it while I stroke her. And shit get cold like we in Nova Scotia. Certified, registered, yeah, my crew legit. Known for spitting fecal matter, every bar's the shit.
If the work ain't skilling up, get your measure straight. Once your foot on the gas, you cannot hesitate. I know you can't tell the prime that I'm in. All about grind, design, and timing. If the work ain't skilling up, get your message straight. Once your foot on the gas, you cannot hesitate. I know you can't tell the prime that I'm in. All about grind, design, and timing.
I'm just trying to do my own thing. My phone rang, they told me my homie got hit in close range. It won't change. Plug with them people that flip cocaine and gold chains. Turn me to a king like the Gold James. Gas price high, self-esteem low. Past to getting high, keep it on the low. You got a bunch of friends, y'all chillin', y'all smoke. Won't share none of your songs, but I'll share that new code. Shout the code. Yeah, I know the world's cold. So cold. Yeah, we sticking to the code. To the code. Spent some digits on my clothes. Every other video I'm sipping on the rose. Foot up on the gas, always on the go. Made $1 million off a MacBook Pro. You could pick your poison, Trump or Joe. They devilish though. Either way, we got it for the low. For the low.
If the work ain't giving up.
Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna see.
On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
Coming in at 320 kilobytes per second, it's time for MattieC's Sports for you and me.
What the fuck is up? They ain't touching me for nothing. Gang shit is not my business. I ain't not the one to fuck with.
All right, everybody, MattieC here. Always a pleasure to have this man on my podcast, as always, Mr. Don, Shameless Don Shainis. Bro, how you doing? How's Vegas? How's life? How's dinosaurs? How's everything?
A little overwhelming right now. We're about 4 weeks out, but life is good. Life is good. I just got out of the gym. I was training. Today was Sunday sparring at Andrada. I did some extra rounds over there at Andrada Muay Thai up on Rainbow, and tomorrow I'm going to be at Syndicate, so busy.
Unreal, dude. I mean, we've talked about this a million times. You never stop with the MMA. Come on now.
Yeah,
You're always
you
busy.
You can't stop.
No vacations for you.
What is that? I'm still trying to figure it out.
I guess coming back home and spending time with family is a vacation, I guess. But you're still fighting over here?
Yeah, no, that's work. I have to work. Like, hanging out with my family is still work. They're fucking asking me to take out the trash and do all the shit. I love seeing them, but it's work. I'm working when I'm home.
Hell yeah, man. So you're coming back to Memorial Hall, and is it confirmed
Yes,
you're fighting Tom Santos?
Yeah, that's confirmed. We had a couple guys say no. I know Solo Hadley was interested in the fight. He couldn't get off work. A couple other guys said no, so Tom it is.
So what do you know about Tom? I mean, his last fight was actually at Cage Titans with Peter Barrett, and he fought him and won in guillotine. So how much do you know about Tom?
I don't know a ton about Tom, but I know people that know Tom. I know he's got a wealth of stand-up experience. I think he's got like 70-something Muay Thai fights, kickboxing or something like that. And he's got a fuck ton of MMA fights. He doesn't have the best record because he will literally fight anyone, anywhere, any place on any given time notice at any weight. But that's also what makes him so dangerous, because he's willing to step in there with high-level guys and doesn't care. He doesn't care about his record. He doesn't care about who I am, what weight, anything like that. So this is going to be much more of a fight than, the records are on paper, I guess. But I'm excited.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear. It's always a pleasure seeing you at the Hall. Speaking of being back at the Hall, you were back at the last card, Cage Titan 67, which,
Yep.
I wanted you to be the big star there, man. So it's like, coming back and you fought Jerry Jerry Muse. I mean, I
Yeah.
thought that was fight of the night, to be honest with you. Seeing
Well, I
how it
appreciate
went.
that. Unfortunately, there's no
Um,
fight of the night bonus.
Only when Sean Lally comes in and throws in his.
Yeah.
But,
We got to work on the fight of the night bonus.
yes, sir. So when you were fighting Jerry, how'd you feel out there? I thought you looked spectacular, and you guys were. It was a show, but I don't like calling it a show because it's an actual fight. You guys are actually throwing hands, throwing bowls, throwing kicks. It's not a show. It's literally
No,
you
it's
guys
life and
fighting.
death. Like, it's not.
Really
It's
is.
not
Really
a show.
is.
It's life and death. Let's see. First round, I started a little bit slow. Took me a little bit to find his range. I went in there with the idea that he wasn't going to be striking much with me, and he's just going to throw a bunch of naked kicks. And the motherfucker didn't throw one kick. He just went in there and tried to run at me, throwing 1-2, 1-2 right down the pipe. I'm like, oh, this wasn't what I was preparing for. So I think like that first round wasn't what I was expecting, but fighting so much of on the fly game planning and adjusting, where round 2 and 3, I'm like, I fought guys like this before, and I felt like I pulled away round 2 and 3 and dominated those.
I mean, damn, dude, you were bloodying him up, man. I was like, holy moly. Don has some shit to say with his hands and shit, bro.
Yeah, dude, I hate doing it and I love doing it at the same time because I get so much shit from my coaches, but it's like I love being in a firefight and fucking just biting down and throwing and like fucking squabbing, and it's very fun, it's very entertaining. It is not the best for my brain health, but like my coaches yell at me, but like I'm kind of a little kid and I kind of like hitting people and I kind of like getting hit. So I was fucking straight squabbing, dude.
So straight up schoolyard punches, man. Going out in style, man. Shit.
It was a lot less defense and all offense. It was just fuck it.
I noticed like the difference in your like demeanor when you're going like that. Your adrenaline's way higher when you fight like that. Like you come into like the interview room and you're like, who's next? Let's go. What's going on? What are we doing?
There's been a couple times I've won fights and I've been disappointed afterwards because I didn't get that out of me, It's like fucking getting blue balled in a fight where it's like you want so much more. You want the first round TKO and you get that fucking bullshit decision and it's like I wanted a fuck, and you're not fucking,
I think that was the Lustig fight where you actually said you were mad at yourself. It was I think it was him or Bryce. One of the two. You were like, I wasn't happy with this fight.
I actually think both of them. So, I remember with Bryce, I was upset that he clipped me, and like, he wobbled me. I ended up getting the TKO win, but I ended up TKOing him in the first, but like I was upset that happened. I should have fucking ran through him. And I remember being in the back room like, that's fucking sucks. Like, fuck this, and then thinking like being really down on myself because I didn't, perform the way I expected to perform. And then it was different with the Lustig fight. Lustig was, first of all, he was much better than his record. Second of all, with Lustig, it was a very weird place for me because, like, I don't think I wanted to fight that specific fight, and it had nothing to do with timing, the date, the location, Lustig. It had nothing to do with that. I think it was like I just got released from the UFC.
That's right. We had an interview about that. That's right.
Yeah, I think at that time, like, I just got released from the UFC. I was like fucking really down on myself. I was like pretty depressed, and like I was getting, I don't want to say pressured to fight because UFC Boston was right around the corner, and they're like, oh, hey, pick up a win and you'll be on the short list for the UFC card. And I knew that wasn't going to happen. And I just like I don't want to say I wasn't motivated. It was just like at that specific fighting was a job. And I think like I had some people that were in my life that shouldn't have been, and I was giving my energy to the wrong people at the wrong time, and like I was just in a really weird mental space, and I remember like warming up for the fight and like, oh, it's fight day, and then being like, oh, gotta go to the venue, but I never got like excited to fight, and what do you call it? And I don't feel like personally, I felt like I could have finished Lustig, and like I just like it felt like I was just taking off my shirt and like walking into a fight, like yeah, whatever, fuck it. But you know, it this last fight, like and honestly, like it's that lasted for a couple fights where like I don't want to say I wasn't motivated, but like it definitely wasn't fun, and it wasn't, you know, it
Right.
was very much a job, and it wasn't fun. It was like I'm doing this, but like I don't want to say I was the most motivated, most hungry version of myself. And I think you saw that in my performance with Rigivaldo and with Damian Nelson. With Damian Nelson, I remember I had so much going on in my life, a completely different scenario, and I was giving my time up to other shit, and I was dealing with like some real life problems, bills, bullshit, people. And like I remember fucking about to hop on the plane and finding out that I didn't have an opponent because I wasn't supposed to fight Damian. That was like last second thing where I was supposed to fight Nate Garib.
That was Garib. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight Garib, and he got called on the Ultimate Fighter, and he ended up pulling out of the fight. But I sold so many tickets, and I couldn't back out of the fight. But ultimately, I didn't want to fight unless it was Garib. I was just super motivated to fight Garib.
I know you were. Yeah.
A great matchup. And then I walked into the Damian Nelson fight, and like I knew nothing about Damian Nelson. I was getting ready for a 45 fight. This fight was at 50. I was preparing for a kicker, and Damian was a boxer who's super elusive, and like I didn't have a chance to like study Damian or anything like that. So it was one of those things where it's like I kind of ate shit, and I told myself, I'm like, look, I need to take some time right now to like focus on my mental health, to focus on my life, and like clearing out all these fucking stupid cobwebs that I got hanging around that like I've been ignoring. And this last fight, I was excited to fight. I was motivated to fight. I'm glad I got the dub. Captain America, dude, the guy's a great fucking guy, but like he got me excited to fight again. And now I got that itch where I'm like, let's go.
That's so awesome to hear, Don, considering you know, with you talking to me about, you know, mental health and, you know, kind of kicking back and kind of refocusing on yourself before the fight game. And that's some good shit to hear, man. That's like mental health is an important thing to me as well, to try to, you know, get yourself focused again. And, you know, sometimes that's hard, but like, you know, like to find motivation, like me, it's now running. So running is like my motivation to, I mean, shit, I'm running a half marathon next month. So
Stove.
So
Fuck
5Ks and 10Ks are what's up right now. So it's all well and good. So anything to find the niche, but I'm glad you're back. And man, shit, like you talking about Cage Titan 69. What's up with that, bro?
Ah, dude, we got to get through 68. But they owe me one. I want 69. I want to be on top of 69.
Love it, dude. Love it. So out there training, you know, you've trained literally everywhere, man. You've trained here in Massachusetts. You've trained in Missouri, right? Missouri?
Yep. Kansas City.
And now in Vegas. Like with that weather and like with all that stuff out there, like how does it feel out there training compared to the other two locations you've trained at?
Kansas City, I probably learned the most in the shortest amount of time at a high level. That was like where I really like set myself ahead of the pack as far as like learning. Like I learned so much so quickly, and I realized what it took to be at the next level, right? Back home is a little bit more challenging for me because I feel like the talent's all spread out, and you're dealing with traffic, you're dealing with snow, you're dealing with
Yeah.
fucking waiting for people to get out of work for fucking, like, dude, you're training with casuals where, you know, like I said, you're waiting for people to get out of work so you can go work out. And it's like, no, it's my fucking job. The first thing I do in Vegas, I wake up and I go to work. You know, I'm in a great room right now with I got a fucking handful of coaches that really give a fuck, that's constantly, you know, critiquing me. I got a fucking plethora of talent. I fucking train with world champions, guys fighting for the fucking title left and right, fucking guys getting in the UFC, and I'm kind of at the mecca of the sport, like the mecca of fighting's in Las Vegas. And if you're not here, like, you better be somewhere fucking good, because the rest of the world just ain't doing it like some the people out here are.
Man, it's trippy out there, man. When I think of like some
What's so
reason I
trippy
think
about
of
it?
when I think of Vegas, man, I think of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, dude. Like how cool and trippy it would be to be out there, man. And like
I
you
haven't
said, it's
seen
the
the
mecca
movie.
of sport. What?
Bro, I'm not I don't watch sports. I don't watch movies. So it's like a lot of people fucking give me a lot of shit because they'll reference a movie and I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Okay, so I'll revert it. So it is the boxing mecca. It's the UFC mecca. Like that's one of my bucket list things is to see a UFC fight out there and a boxing fight out there. And that
Mhm.
fucking sphere looks cool as fuck. How is that? Looking at
But
that,
dude, I drive by it all the time.
that must be cool as
My
shit.
my house, I could walk to the sphere from where I'm staying.
That's what's up, dude.
I mean, it is, but like, I'm not here to fucking look at the sphere, you know? Like, I'm here to fucking train.
So I remember me and you talked about that too. Is when you come home or you were here. It's like you said, you were like the training must be. Is it easier to train out there? It's meaning like more time and stuff to train. Where here it's like you got to take the hot, you got to take 90 or 95 to go to Citadel. You got to go in the city. You got to park. You got to do all this stuff. Then you got to come back and eat, and then go back and forth. Like, is it much easier, like
Yeah, so I'll put it like this.
manage
Like,
your time? I guess.
of course. So I'll put it like this. Where I stay is 10 to 12 minutes away from the gym, right?
Right.
And I wake up, I eat breakfast, I'm at the gym, and it's pretty fucking easy when you have such a short commute. So first and foremost, the commute is a million times easier. To get from one side of Vegas to the other side of Vegas with traffic is fucking 35 minutes at max. That's
Shitting
with
me.
fucking traffic. I swear to God, dude. Think about going into Boston. I'd leave my house at 4, park at 6. If I was lucky and found parking, have to hold a piss or maybe shit for an hour, right? Because I'm drinking some caffeine going in,
Yep.
fucking running a mile across the commons, fucking paying for parking, run to the gym, shoot. First thing I got to do is go to the bathroom, right? Then I could go train at 6:30. But that's a 2.5 hour process just to go to the gym. Here, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to the gym within 10 minutes, right? And now the room I'm in, we got 5 coaches there that are there every day, minus when someone's cornering someone to fight. We got a room from fucking, on any given day, fucking 30 to 50 pro fighters. We got a ton of talent, and like, these guys are all training first thing in the morning. It's like they wake up, they go train. Like, that's what we do out here. And then I've been working at nights. Yeah, there's gym options at nights as well. I'm doing a lot of fucking stairs, a lot of cardio. My cardio is
I was
on
gonna talk
point.
to you about that, man.
Yeah, we
The
can talk. We
stairs,
can
bro.
segue into that. Yeah, we could segue into that, but it's just a different lifestyle out here, and you're really able to hyper focus in training. Where back home, it's like I'd spend probably 3.5 to 4 hours a day just driving, depending on traffic, and it's just really not the most efficient thing, especially when your training partners are all working normal jobs, 9 to 5s. They get out of work, then they go to the gym. It's like I wake up here and I go train.
Right.
You know,
And I
that's my
mean,
job.
yeah, And that's what's up, man. I love it, man. You're around positivity because you're around so many fighters that are just as hungry as you, and it's very, I wouldn't say convenient, but more adaptive to your lifestyle that you want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously, you got to make adjustments. Like I've had to fucking stop some night sessions to pick up some work. I've had to do a lot of shuffling around. I've had to miss a couple days to go on job interviews, but like that's fucking life. So, you get to create and cultivate the life you want. It's just how you want to set that up.
Good lesson from Don Shainis, always speaking the truth. So, bro, tell me about these stairs, bro. What you have a mission to get to where is it 1 million? It's 1 million, right?
Yeah. So it's like one of the things I do to keep my weight low is I do stairs because there's very little impact on your body, and when you're training, it's something that you could do to get your heart rate up, get you breathing right, get your cardio. It's my little secret hack, my infinite fucking cardio glitch, right? Like I never get tired in fights. I'm always the fresher guy, and I think it's because I do so many stairs. And at first, it was like I was doing stairs just to like keep my weight down and do that. But then I'm like, I wonder how long it's gonna take me to do 1 million fucking steps in the Stairmaster. And then I was hurt. And after that Damien fight, Damien, I don't even know his name. Fuck. My nose and face was broken, so I had to take some time off of training. So the only thing I could do to stay active was like work out. So I just like hopped on the Stairmaster and I was like doing that, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's see how long it takes to do 1 million, right? So the first 10 days I did like 10,000 a day, which took me like an hour and a half, which fucking sucks. Like you're there for an hour and a half going to the max setting, and you're like, fuck this. But I got the first 100,000 out in 10 days. I'm like, oh, I can bang this out like at this pace in 100 days. But then like as I got healthier, I started training again. So then I started fucking going back to training. So now there's way more wear and tear on my body. So like the energy that I had before to just bang out an hour and a half of stairs, I had to focus on training and then like sidetracking that with stairs on the side. So then not only that, I fucking was super broke. So I had to start working. So now I didn't have time to be banging out the stairs because I'm training. That's fucking number one priority. Then I'm working to make money. That's number two priority. And then it was like stairs. And then like the traveling back and forth between Boston and back home is kind of in the ass to compete. But like, especially during fight camp, but it's like, I just broke 500,000 stairs the other day. And it's one of those things that like, I was doing, like I said, I was doing 10,000 a day for the first 10 days. And then the first 14 days, I was doing like 10K. And then it's like, all right, I only got an hour of time before I got to go to work. Or it's like, I only got 3,000 steps in today. I'm fucking smoked, So it's just a little fucking side quest I'm doing. But my goal is to get it before I started. So within a year, I want to get 100,000. So I'm at the halfway mark, but I'm really at like, I started this in February. So I got like 4 or 5 more months to bang out this fucking 500,000 steps. So I just got to be a little bit more active on that to get that before the date I started on February. So bang out 1 million in a year.
Hell yeah, man. Good for you. I was like,
it's honestly like the dumbest fucking thing. And like at the time I was like, yeah, I'll get this, no problem. And it's like, it's fucking like tedious is what it is, because like I can very well fucking rest on Sunday, but no, I gotta go fucking bang out an hour and a half of stairs today.
I feel you, man. I mean, the difference is like for me, I'm running on the road, running on a treadmill. Like I don't like the treadmill because it's such a confined space. You can't spread out yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's rewarding when it's like, shit, like I just ran 13 miles in a day. Then I ran 13 miles in another day. And it's like, some people can't do that. So like, it's a personal goal and personal achievement too, So it's like,
of course, but like, you got to stop comparing yourself to other people that can't do it. Like, first of all, it's an accomplishment that you can do it, right? But fuck those people. Like you're not trying to be better than them. You're trying to be better than you. So it's like, if 13 miles ain't doing it for you, fucking you gotta up whatever it is, whether it be the pace or the tempo or the time or or the mileage itself, you know. And I think the biggest mental drain for me is posting about it. I think
Yes.
that's like what my biggest turn off is, because I'm like, like just the simple fucking quick little stupid video and like tagging fucking whatever and posting about it is like what makes it super tedious to me. It's like it's really easy to start off strong, but then posting about it every fucking day is what's annoying. Even just a story, just it's so fucking tedious. So I don't know if you post.
I do.
I know you. You know, like I don't know if you post about like every run you go on, but imagine that it's like, hey, banged out fucking 8 miles today. Hey, banged out 12. Hey, banged out. You know, oh, today was a light day. You know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Because I think the same way. And the thing is, the problem with me, Don, is going into a race. I run faster. Just like it's boring not having people next to you fucking racing with you.
Yeah, but you got to do it. You got to do some dirty.
Well, I know it's the training part to make it easier for the actual race.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that's the thing about races too, or whatever competition it is. It raises the stakes. So it's like, all right, cool. Let's say you got 10,000 people running this fucking half marathon of whatever one, right? And you place in the top 1,000. Okay, that's cool. But you know, the next time you run a half marathon, right? You want to place in the top 500. So what steps do you got to take to do that? Granted, I don't think anyone else is doing stairs like me.
No,
but like
no,
it you know, it's like, and my joke's like, I'll see you at the top, because it just keeps fucking going. Like there's no top.
Do you still got the haterade going? That segment you had.
I haven't posted on it recently. It's still up. But I had some guy talking shit to me the other day. I told him to lick my taint. That was pretty funny. Then he deleted a bunch of his comments. I'm like, all right, bro, like, fuck you too.
Jesus Christ, they only got the PG version of you if you only said that.
I mean, first of all, I don't know who this fucking guy is. He's saying I'm taking fucking shitty fights. Like, first of all, fuck you. I don't think you have any fighters that have done anything close to what I've done. Second of all, mind your fucking business. Unless you got someone for me to fight, which I've never heard of you, your gym, or anyone from your gym, fuck off, dude. He's just mad that my life's fucking cooler than his. Because I'll tell you what, dude, you don't shit down, right? Like, you're not going to shit on someone doing worse than you in life.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
You only shit up. You fucking, if you're going to take shots at something, you shoot up. Because they're doing better than you. And that's the way I kind of chalk it. So fuck that guy.
Word. And seems like you're having a fun time, bro. And, you know, you're doing what you love to do and where you want to be. So
I'm trying to get back to the big leagues. You know what I mean? Like, I really think I rifle off this fight, and then that's going to set me up for something in January, pending no injuries. And then I think the options open up, because this fight's going to bring me to 15-7. And then I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but January is going to bring me to 16-7. And then whatever I do from there is you know, we up the ante again. Whether that be fucking NFL, that be UFC, that be fucking ONE FC. I want to get back to where I belong. And I want to fucking add more people to the haterade.
That's what's up. So anything different out of the realm, like, you know, I don't know, like game bread or anything like that?
But I would so love to do game bread. I would love to do game bread. I got a couple teammates that fought in karate combat this past weekend, and that looks fun.
Another guy fought on karate combat yesterday. Jojo, I think, fought on karate combat yesterday. Got the fight bonus. Yeah.
So Jojo, I don't know what the fight bonus is, but Jojo fought my teammate up here, Brandon Jenkins, and Jojo landed a beautiful kick. But
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that kind of fight I could have seen going a million different ways. I didn't see that happening, but that was wild. Good
It
on
was
JoJo.
pretty wild. I don't
That was
understand the
just,
tokens or anything. I don't understand it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like Karate Combat does tokens for fighters, like what the prize money is or whatever it is. I don't understand it.
It's probably crypto. So you get so many tokens, and at one point it's worth this, and I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just guessing at this point.
So out of this fight, Don, like what do you expect out of Tom? And do you have is this the one that's going to cap out the year or whatever comes along?
Dude, I want to. So one of my goals this year is I want to be the most active fighter in the fucking world. And that's going to require a few things. That's going to require me winning, me getting good matchups, and me not getting injured. But I would like to have another year where I rifle off 4 fights in 4 months. I'd like a year where I have 6 fights, 7 fights, 8 fights. I'd like that. And yeah, that's what I want.
So like something like similar to, I don't know if it's like similar to what you were doing, but like going after CES, going after Combat FC, going after obviously Cage Titans and whatever the fuck ever. Like, is that what you're trying to do, or just whatever, or just controlling your own destiny, I guess?
So it's like, all right, cool. Fighting for titles is stupid. Probably gonna do it again, because you don't get paid any more money to fucking get a belt, dude. I got my belts on my floor right there. They're chilling on my floor, So unless you're fighting for UFC gold, those belts don't fucking matter. But here's the thing: when I right before I got in the UFC, I had a fight for Cage Titans. Right, 3 weeks later, I got a short notice excuse me, I was supposed to fight for Cage Titans, but I got a short notice opportunity to fight for Dana White's looking for a fight, so I fought for Dana White's looking for a fight, and then 3 weeks later, I fought for Cage Titans, and then 3 weeks later, I went and fought for FAC again. Then 3 weeks later, I fought for Cage Titans, and it was just like these quick turnaround, fucking keeping me fresh in the cage, so I didn't have that fucking. I don't want to call it cage rust, but like I was just in there, and like the opponent didn't matter, the specifications didn't matter, the weight didn't matter, the money didn't matter, all that shit came in, but I want to be fucking active, fighting twice a year. I fought twice last year. This is gonna be my 3rd fight this year. That's not active enough for me.
Right.
I want 4 fights in 4 months again. That was some gangster shit. 4
It
fights
was pretty
in 4
G
months,
shit.
Like, unless you're doing tournaments, that doesn't happen. 4 fucking sanctioned 2 title fights in a month, in 3 weeks, 2 different weight classes. Like granted, I really only want to fight at 45. I'll take these fights at 50, and if it's a really good matchup, 55. But it's not easy to get me fights, and we're gonna see what happens.
What I want to hear, my friend, and can't wait to see what else is going to happen. I mean, yeah. So we got you for, was it November 9th, I believe? November 9th is Cage Titans.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Tom's gonna come in there, and he's gonna be fucking throwing everything with piss and vinegar, and we're gonna fight. He's coming in to take my fucking head off, and I'm coming in to fucking smash him. So that's what it's gonna be.
Love it. How can I? That's a good chapter right there to the end of the year. And if you have another fight in you, more power to you, my dog.
Yeah, well, you never know what's gonna happen. You get clipped, you get wobbled, you break your hand. You never fucking know. You can get in and out there. You break your fucking neck. So you can only play it one at a time. But we ride on November 9th.
That's what's up, man. So, Don, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. Is there any cool people you want to shout out for, sponsors or family, anybody?
Dude, I got a ton of sponsors right now. I don't have a list in front of me. I want to give them all a shout out. They are so super supportive. I actually got a new one recently, Gelato. They do water. They got canned water. It's pretty cool. They're gonna be sponsoring me for this fight, but I want to give you a shout out, MattieC. You're the fucking man. Miss Fox Tattoo. She does all my tattoo work. So we gotta win a couple more fights so we can finish up my arm. But yeah, man, I wanna thank everyone that's ever supported me, because at the end of the day, it's like I'm no better than any one of my fans, and without my fans, I couldn't do this. And my fucking family. Time out. I need to give my family the biggest shout out, because like if it wasn't for them, I'd be fucking homeless. Because the past 2 years I've really been struggling and moving, and like it like my car fucking died. You know what I mean? So it's just been like life happening, and my family's had my back from before this even fucking started. But huge shout out to them, because I wouldn't probably be fighting in a few weeks if it wasn't for them.
Much respect, bro. So yeah, man, November 9th, Tom Santos, and be at Cage Titans to see this man fight. It's always a fun time when Don Shainis comes to town. Or watch him on UFC Fight Pass, or do whatever the fuck you got to do to see Don Shainis. He's going to be somewhere.
Watch live, buy a ticket for me, buy a shirt for me, fucking support me, help me eat.
Well, what's the shirt now?
I'm not committed. The Dunkin' Donuts shirt.
Oh, that's right. I'll make sure I post that.
Haven't actually made them. I'm still open to sponsors right now. We're kind of cutting it close time-wise. I wanted to get the shirts out before the fight, but I need to lock in sponsors in order to do that. So sponsorship opportunities are still there. But yeah, we got some things in the works. I'm gonna have the Dunkin' Donut shirts, and then I'll have another one coming out soon. So we're gonna figure that all out.
Word. Well, everybody, Shameless Don Shainis, we love you, man, on this show. Thank you for the shout out to me. I appreciate it. Shout out to you too. So everybody, this is MattieC Sports and Don Shainis, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Take care, brother.
Thanks for watching MattieC Sports. Follow MattieC Sports on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also follow Matt Cameron 23 on X.
What the fuck is up? They ain't touching me for nothing. Gang shit is not my business. I ain't not the one to fuck with. I bring the flow with lyrical stamina, rapping a million miles. One point I'm an animal, then I'm a cannibal, taking my pick and I pounce.
MattieC Sports is a co-Sinista1 production.